Okay, so we've got some dev notes here. I'm actually super late to this, but I mean like 30 minutes or so. I never know when they're going to drop these things, so it's just either by chance I see another YouTube video on it, or I just happen to check the forums. But anyways, here we go. So it says, hello, this is the Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross development team. Are you enjoying the festival for this month? Honestly, I feel like these festivals are really... They're not so much about giving back to the players. It's more about, hey, there's a bunch of good stuff coming out during the festival that you need to spend more money on. And I really hate that mentality. Like, I was going to make a video about it, but this is the perfect chance to. What the fuck is up with them locking Gloxinia's costume behind having the character? I know that they have done that in the past. Like, there has been costumes that you could not buy because you did not have the hero or something like that. Like, I've actually ran into that before. I don't know if it was like an actual like thing where they released the costume and you couldn't get it, but yeah, that is really stupid. Really stupid. Like, I feel like Seaton already made a video on the whole thing, but he was really like, he hit the nail on the head whenever he said that the game needs to be giving back more to free-to-play players because of the rate that this game is going. Like, JP has at least some downtime to save some gems and stuff like that. They honestly need to give more time, or like, not, I understand they're not going to give you more time, but they need to give more resources or something of actual compensation that will be worth it to the free-to-play players. Or just, I mean, I guess it'll have to go to every player, because if they just gave it to just free-to-play players, obviously the whales would complain about that. But I mean, I don't know. And plus, you can't really differentiate whales, I guess. Just sending it to everybody would be the easiest thing. But just give people something. Like, how hard is that? Because they're losing players. But anyways, well, it is our pleasure to announce the part 2 of the festival that is filled with surprise content and some details for future updates. So I already seen a little bit about this. This is actually really cool. A surprise hero. Here's a new unit that will be released on the global version of Seven Deadly Sins first. So we're getting the unit before JP does, which is fucking weird. I knew that eventually this day would come because, you know, we've been flying through all these updates. We were going to catch up eventually. We're not fully caught up, but we're getting there. Expect this never before seen duo to arrive at a later date. We are scant on details since this is a brand new unit, or a brand new hero that we are still developing, but as previously mentioned, this unit will be coming to global users first. So if you don't know already, this is Oslow, which is King's like little, I don't know if he's like an interdimensional dog or what, but like he's from a different plane of existence as far as I'm concerned. But he's really cool. I liked him a lot in the show, but he's going to be partnered up with Hawk, and it's going to be the first duo unit, I guess. I kind of considered King, like the Festival King, to be almost a duo unit, but I guess it's not technically because he uses his weapon as like in his teddy bear form or whatever. It just kind of looks like a double unit to me. But this is really cool. I feel like most of the time, whenever I play gacha games, like the last gacha game that I played that ended up getting to the point to where they were releasing double units was Dragon Ball Legends, and I literally stopped playing the week before double units started coming into the game. So it's cool that I've made it this far in this one, and I'll actually get to see this one come out. So that is very cool. Curious about this who this dynamic duo could be? Here's a hint. One of them is a mascot for the Seven Deadly Sins and plays a crucial role in the team. That's Hawk. These two can be cute, but they are also fierce companions that will always support their comrades. We hope that you are excited and ask for your support for this global first hero whenever they arrive in the future. So I don't know exactly when they're going to arrive. It would be really cool if we got them, you know, relatively soonish. I'm just really hoping that they give it to us as some sort of compensation, but I know that's not going to happen. They're going to put him on a banner and you're going to have to summon for him. I can already feel it. Fuck. Anyway, Final Boss Taizoo is coming. I'm a little disappointed that we're not getting Escanor first, but I guess it only makes sense that we go ahead and get the Taizu one out of the way. because I'm pretty sure they got Taizu before they got Escanor as well. So the final boss, Taizu, has been confirmed. This is the new boss battle, or this new final boss battle will be different from the ones you faced previously. The final boss has been members of the 7 Deadly Sins, but this time around you will face off against fan favorites including Twigo, Taizu, Waylo, aka Taizu, and friends. So Waylo he's one of the Azure Knights, or Azure Sky Knights, or whatever they're called. I think he's part of Death Pierce's crew, I think. I can't remember exactly, but you see him in the story mode. He's just wearing a weird costume in this. Plan beforehand, as they each have varying uniques, and you will be able to acquire rewards such as special costumes and upgrade materials. If I'm not mistaken, I think you get Taizu's outfit. I would really love if you got Twigo's, but I don't think you do. I'm not quite sure on that. Just in case. Okay, so no, it's just so just in case they were trying to like slip something in there. They don't have any extra heroes or anything like that that's not in the game for us yet. I know sometimes they do that in the trailers or whatever. The Tower of Trials, this is a big thing. This is something that I've been super excited for as a PvE player. I'm just looking forward to something that I can kind of grind like in my off time, because honestly, like with the way things are going right now, a lot of the events are sort of like time gated where you can only do them so many times a day. So this should be something kind of nice where after I've already done my stuff, if I'm still wanting to try to play the game, I'll have something to kind of work on throughout the month, because if you didn't know, this thing resets every month. So the Tower of Trials is a new game mode that is still in preparation. We hope this will be a fun and challenging game type that drives motivation as your hero's stats increase incrementally. This isn't another mode for farming, but rather something that gives you a goal to accomplish on each floor. We want to enjoy this new content and will make adjustments where necessary to uphold the entertainment value. There are a total of 25 floors, each containing minions and bosses. Defeat all of the enemies on that floor to earn rewards. Passive effects will apply to both ally and enemy teams on the upper floors. Keep this in mind and come up with interesting, fun strategies. So if you didn't know, a lot of the times the last floor on this is like insane. Like the CC requirement for it is like 300,000, which obviously you're not going to beat over, but the boss is normally like insane, like super hard, but it's kind of meant for like sort of in-game players. This is going to be something that like regular sort of players aren't going to be able to do quite as much. Like you may be able to get some of the first couple of floors done and everything like that. But that's really good, because I mean, I've been playing the game since launch. I want something that I can kind of work on throughout the month, and the later floors will be a little bit tougher, something that I can work for. I know I say that now, but as soon as I get to it and it's really, really hard and I can't beat it, I'm going to get upset about it, but that's just the nature of it, I guess. Super Awakening. I figured this was coming because of the Knighthood boss. He's just ridiculous. So in addition to the new Tower of Trials, we will also be introducing the new Super Awakening system. Super Awakening is a higher tier of the current Awakening system. You will be able to earn Super Awakening coins from the Tower of Trial and use them to further strengthen your heroes. Platinum, gold, and silver coins can also be used for Super Awakening. So if you didn't know, a lot of people have already been saving up their extra platinum coins and not feeding dupes to certain characters if they know they're not going to use them, or if they know they're not going to use certain characters out of the coin shop, they just skip buying dupes for them and stuff like that. I always buy new characters out of the coin shop. Like I'll buy the Red Gloxenia whenever he hits the coin shop. But other than that, you want to save a lot of these platinum coins and stuff like that so you can super awaken extra characters, because unfortunately this is going to affect ungeared PvP, which is a little bit of a bummer, honestly, but it is what it is. Hey, stop that. Anyways, so there are also some mysterious fragments lying around. Sorry, the dog. Dog, please. Some mysterious fragments lying around. So we've been getting these starting today. Stop that. Sorry, he itches a lot. Collect them and you may find them to be helpful in super awakening your heroes. We hope you're excited about this new system and look forward to strengthening your units. This whole system, the super awakening thing, was terrible when it first came out on JP. A lot of people were super upset about this, and they were super like you know, bashing on it, because originally you had to have dupes, like you had to have up to 4 dupes, like you had to have the character's ultimate to 4 6 if you wanted to get them fully super awakened, so people were having to summon a whole lot, and it was basically just a huge whales fest. But now they changed it to where you can still get them fully super awakened, but it just costs a little bit more materials if you don't have their ultimate upgraded all the way. So it's a little bit better now, obviously. Like, you can at least access those later tiers of the super awakening system, but I don't know, it's still going to be kind of a weird adjustment that everybody's going to have to get used to, and it's going to cost, you know, a little bit more to like really pump into your units to get them up to par again. So it is what it is. Development direction going forward. Aside from the Tower of Trials and final boss content, we would also like to go ahead and inform you about the Crawl or Knighthood competition, in which you can bring honor to your knighthood, and the new PvP mode, which cuts down the playtime brawl. So there's the new PvP game mode where I don't even think you actually go into a match. It just pits 2 teams against each other, and the computer determines who wins off the, you know, statistics of your characters. So that's kind of interesting. I'll try that out for sure. There is yet another brand new type of content in the works in regards to the strongest of 7 deadly sins, but we can't give any more details about that, or about it as of now. We're working as fast as we can to bring this new content to you, and we'll do our best to make it so that they are challenging yet fun. To close, we would like to acknowledge issues that many of you have with the game, such as repetitive gameplay, equipment farming fatigue, and rapid hero release schedule. We wholly understand these points and how they affect you, and we will try to come up with improvements as soon as possible after careful consideration. So, okay. At least they acknowledge the fact that the game is blazing through it. That's all we have for you today. Again, we hope that you enjoy we hope that as you enjoy part 1 of the festival, that you will enjoy part 2 as well, along with the new content and system we announced. As always, we will continue to develop and improve upon this game so that it may be worthy of your love and support. So quite a bit of information there. Obviously, a lot of new stuff coming in. Final boss is really interesting. Tower of Trials is really interesting. Super Awakening is kind of meh. I'm really not looking forward to having to invest more resources into characters that I've already maxed out. But I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. It's been on JP for a long time. We knew this was coming, so it is what it is. I'm really excited about the duo units, though. I'd like to see more double units in the future. So, which then again, I feel like they've kind of dropped off on transformation units. So I don't know if they're going to keep adding those or what. But anyways, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video.